Welcome to another taste and experience with Key Encounters. Let's talk about it. But before we start, big shout out to Ula Micah for today's content. So the item that we're going to be discussing is by a beer company called Onibi. This is their, now hold on now, let me make sure I don't mess this up. Ohar Guru. Ohaguro Guru. There we go. I think I said it right. O Ha Guro. Ohaguro. All right. This is going to be 4.2% alcohol by volume. And let's see where these guys are located. I'm looking. Ah, you guys are coming from Sacramento, California. And it says here, taste the demon fire within. Which, by the way, I definitely enjoy that ominous character on the can. I'm a sucker for artwork on cans. It makes it like worth everything. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pour that in here, get ourselves a nice good pour. A little more. There we go. There we go. There we go. I'm okay with that. Okay. Again, artwork is fantastic. All right. So as you can see, that head is pretty frothy. As far as the way the beer is, it's got a nice golden straw color. A little hazy. It's wonderful. It actually is almost like looking into a yellow or amber crystal. Very clean. Makes it looks wonderful through the glass. And as far as the head retention goes, that means they're using some pretty good quality. Because usually, if it falls too fast, usually that's an indication of really bad quality. In my book, it looks like good lacing. The only time it usually falls is if sometimes it's a higher ABV situation or very slight carbonation. But this is holding up very well for the ABV. That is wonderful. So here we go. Let's dive right on in. I'm getting some sort of like waxy orchid fragrance, something botanical. I'm using orchid because it has like this interesting flower perfumic fragrance that's not like something we would know like a tulip or roses, something like that. It doesn't have that standard plant fragrance that a flower could produce. So I'm going to go with orchid. On top of that, I'm getting a little bit of lemon zest. And I'm getting that watery fragrance and watery body with it. As far as anything else, it's just really clean and pristine. Not a lot going on. So the aromatics are very subtle and it is inviting because it's not aggressive, but it's not underwhelming. It's just not really talking to the nose. But we're going to go ahead and taste it. You know what it really tastes like? Like, think of your favorite growing up beer, right? Think about it, hold it. Whatever that sports beer that you used to drink before you got into craft beer, maybe that mainstream commercial beer that you used to drink that maybe you were like, this is really good. Now, double that flavor, but pull it back to make it watery. And then all the different flavorings, the spices that could be in there is dancing on your tongue. That's what that is. It is like this beefed up version of any beer you've ever drank that is mainstream. I'm not going to drop any names, just use your own imagination. This by itself has enough flavor profile where it's bitter enough, citrus notes, and again, it's still lemon. And then it's got that like that back finish of that malt. It's clean. It's very clean, very refreshing. Dare I say it? This would be if you can get this on a regular and you were a Corona drinker without putting stuff in it, That right there will definitely like shut that down. A lot of people love Corona, and the only reason why I went with that is because its flavor profile is almost similar to this, but this has way more complexity. So sometimes I'll have to tell you some things that you may know, but other than that, this has a lot of characteristics and it is still developing as I'm talking. And it's giving me more body. Um, the texture is rather interesting. And yeah, I'm talking about a beer. It has texture. There's a lot going on with this. It's again, it's complex for such a simple beer. I think these different layers of complexity go very well with the artwork. Take a look at that and then think about what I'm describing. I think it goes hand in hand. Yeah, I would definitely get this, and this would definitely be, at least for this beer, and this is my first time ever talking about this particular company. I would have this in my rotation at all times, and it would definitely be something I would drink. Hands down at the bar, leisure time, sporting events. This is an all around interesting beer to have. I wouldn't cook with it, so I'll leave it at that. And with that said, thank you very much, Ula Micah, for today's content. And everybody, thank you guys for hanging out with me for this experience. And until next time, cheers.